everything is exactly as it should be. If you haven't already subscribed to my channel, click the link on the bottom right, turn notifications on, and then you'll be informed when I upload new content. This is following on from a current theme in previous videos. I've tweaked the wording slightly in this statement, but I think it's worth going deeper into that attitude of mind, let's call it. Everything is exactly as it should be. And this is an attitude to life that one can adopt. It's a difficult attitude, but it's not a positive affirmation or a way to deal with the difficulties of one's life in a pragmatic way. It's more a statement to be reflected upon and perhaps a portal into the present moment and into being with what is. And one might say, well, it's easier for some people to say that statement. It's easier for some people to live that if their lives are going rather well or they're facing few difficulties and heartaches. So for them, or for the guy in the woods who's giving YouTube videos and uploading them, well, maybe he can say that. But firstly, the guy here giving YouTube videos and uploading has difficult challenges in his life, and they are playing out as we speak, and there are aspects of my life that I would prefer were different and that are challenging, very challenging. And so this is an idyllic situation, and maybe I can give peace of mind and clarity of thought, but I also live as everyone else does in the trenches of life. I don't live here. Well, I kind of do live here in spirit, but there are immediate difficulties and issues that need to be addressed back in the real world, and I use real in italics or in quotation marks. We can all have non-dual ideas and intellectual understandings that all is one and there is no separation. Nevertheless, we live and breathe and work often in the egoic drama of our daily lives with other people, and we need to pay that due care and attention. But I'm not going to focus on that world. I'm going to focus on this way of being with what is. Everything is exactly as it should be. And so you can think of something, perhaps the top of your list of anxieties, top of your list of suffering, and say that phrase out loud, or to avoid embarrassment in your head, depending on your environment. And when you say it, think about that specific thing, the top thing, or maybe there's more than one thing that is vying for that top spot. I have several to pick from, and I'm going to think of one. Meditate on that heartache, that suffering, that dilemma, that stress or anxiety producing thing, and then say, everything is exactly as it should be. Try not to use that as a starting point to resolve the difficulty. That's where the egoic mind jumps to next. Okay, right, I have the acceptance now. How do I change the thing? Well, let's not move forwards too quickly. Let's stay with the reality that is unfolding in front of us. Be at one with that suffering, be at one with that situation, be at one with the feelings that it produces, whether that's anxiety, stress, fear, worry, concern, guilt, regret, depressive thoughts. Everything, no exceptions here. Everything is exactly as it should be. And we sit with that. How do we know that everything is exactly as it should be? Because that is what's happening. We fall into alignment with what is unfolding. We synchronize with that unfolding. We become that unfolding. We recognize that that is what is happening. And so we don't argue with it. We don't fight it. We don't create conflict. We don't bring anger, resentment, fear, frustration, anxiousness, nervousness, guilt, regret. We come from that place of quiet stillness and harmony with what is unfolding. We don't jump too quickly into, well, what can we do next? This upload, this YouTube video is just about being in that moment. The action, the doing life, the way your life unfolds. We are not going to jump ahead to that because we're missing the key ingredient. If we do that, we are trying to rush the process of being at peace and still with what is. Everything is exactly as it should be. And we just bring some space to that statement, and we contemplate the thing that we are addressing in our life with that statement, or the things, the many things that we could make a list of, but we stay with that statement and we don't move forwards into the future, and we don't look for solutions. That is for maybe the next video. That is for the next stage, if you like. But that will happen when it happens, but it won't happen through peace, serenity and stillness if you don't first find the acceptance in that statement. Everything is exactly as it should be. That has to come first. The stillness and clarity of thought, the empty mind, lives in that acceptance, in that place of stillness, of being at one with what is unfolding. You can't, well, you can try to create solutions through conflict, through anger, through the negative dark forces of life, and force your way through certain situations, but I would argue that you are then in the world of form, and things might get worse rather than better for you. So we'll deal with the world of form and the world of what to do, and a lot of my videos here have dealt with that in the past. What should you do? How do you make life choices? And there are videos that you can dip into on those topics, but this video is just stopping, dropping away, letting go of action, and sitting with the sense that everything is exactly as it should be.